Hey everybody, Q here, and today I am playing Banished. I've already kind of sort of started just getting things, I guess not really started, but I've generated the world essentially. I've recorded this like multiple times, but it'd been a while since I had played before. So I will say my knowledge base was not great for recording anything. So we're going to start this all over and get a little bit of a town going. Always turn that up, it makes life so much easier. So if you've never heard of Banished before, it's essentially a game where you have been booted out of your land. You're no longer part of wherever you came from. Thus the title Banished. You're just kind of kicked out into this huge, vast place. Oh no, I have too much. I have too much. I gotta get these jerks to build. So you end up essentially out on your own, and you're trying to survive. That's really the gist of it. And it is fairly hard, to be honest. Right now, just for like recording purposes, there we go. I've made it the weather conditions mild, and I have turned off disasters, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's what I did. Just so while recording, I don't get just destroyed by something before I can actually show people the game. Which has happened before. I've had times when the RNG has just not been favorable and has destroyed me right away. Oh, trying to get a stupid... Okay, it's gonna be a horrible path. What can you do? Okay. Try to get these jerks to sustain a little bit and build your friggin' homes. What are you doing? What are you all doing? Ugh. I don't need a herbalist. I do need a hunting cabin and a gathering cabin. You guys are the worst. I'm not sure why none of them are doing the things they're supposed to do. This is actually a little weird. Generally your laborers will carry crap around for you, and they're just not. They're just not interested. Is it because they have no place to move the wood to, actually? I may have solved this issue. Hold on. Let's see if that'll do it. Yep, there they go. Well, that was my bad. That was me being stupid and not realizing the issue. Because when they cut the trees down, see the little remove thing? If there's anything on that space, they just don't. They just don't. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do is get a wood cutter set up. I'll put them right in front of it. Wood cutter, and I want a tool, blacksmith, right there. Okay, now everybody has a place to live, yay! I find it's a lot better to just make a boarding house rather than right away try to make a bunch of smaller houses. And that way you can get, just start doing stone houses right away, rather than doing things like, well, right now I have just an abundance of this crap, but well, right now, yeah, I have 140 stone and iron, but that's because I'm not doing anything with it, really. But once things like get rolling, that's going to disappear real quickly. So to kind of save time and energy, you just kind of build a boarding house. It's generally suggested you build 2, but I try to just build 1 and steadily build houses and set up things like that. And get these jerks to clear more out. Who is not building? What's being built? Those are being built. You just need to, there we go. There we go, that's what we want. Now I am pausing that, so ideally they'll focus on getting that going since I'm out of firewood. This is how it can go bad so easily, is if you're not really focusing on the right things, especially at the start, when you only have like a couple of people. Things go bad really quickly if you're not careful. Like, people might start getting cold soon. I gotta switch. There we go. Go with 2 of them. Yeah. As you can see, the gathering has already slowed down from like the initial surge. What's slow? Yeah, I know. I know. The bad thing with the boarding house is they will take all the food and all the wood and they'll keep it in there, so you constantly get warnings of, oh my god, it's low, you're gonna starve to death. And they're not wrong. They're generally not wrong. What I'm going to do is get a couple temporary fields going, grow some beans. Once I get like set up, I generally like to, very far in the game, I like to set up like sectors. Otherwise, there will be, well, I'll drop you to 1. There we go, got the beans growing, got a blacksmith, and I'll get the herbalist built, but I don't think I'm gonna need them right away, to be honest. It's more just so once I get some other houses set up. Also, pro tip, make more firewood than you think you're gonna need right away. I try to keep it like around 300 early on, just to keep things moving. Okay, so they're doing their thing. Somebody should be taking care of this, but it's taking him. Okay, there we go. He finally moved that off. So right now, I have 15 adults, 0 students, and you can educate your population for like a more, I guess it helps them quickly produce things or be more efficient or something, but it also takes longer to replenish your adult population because they will start to die soon. They'll just start, I keep closing, there we go. They'll start to just biffing it like right away. So if you look here, in this little spot where I'm aggressively waving my mouse, everybody right now is maybe latest 30, going on 30. So there's a few okay years. Alright, the beans. How many beans? Yeah, like 200. That's not bad. So right away, if you can get a good food source going, like a gatherer's hut and a hunting cabin, and I guess a field seems to work well. I'm actually doing really okay for food right away. So I might tentatively take 2 out of there. Oh, one of the kids just aged. Oh, the kids are aging. Amazing. So I didn't have to. I'll put them back in and have 2 laborers. And what's slow now? They took all the food in there, didn't they? Yep. It's fine. So essentially, the main goal is you want to expand. And I'm playing in a very large world, as you can see from this little map here, which I can't click and drag and just kind of stutter around. It's very big. But it's oddly enough super, wow, that's just a lake. Huh, I've rarely seen like just lakes. It's usually attached to something, but I guess that's why it's a darker color. An herbalist going. And okay. So you essentially just want to expand across the map. You want to make sure... Wow, that's too much. You essentially want to expand really, really slowly. Because if you expand really, really quickly, you're gonna have a super bad time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just marking this whole area off. There. And this is where I'm gonna start building houses. I'm gonna make like a little civilian section. I'm gonna keep the boarding house though. The boarding house is useful. Have somebody else be a bean farmer. There. That should actually do okay. Tentatively okay. I'm not sure what's going on over here. I'm not sure what they're doing. But I think what I'm going to do for this is instead of doing like a dedicated kind of a let's play, I'm going to do a time lapse for the next episode. I'm going to do a time lapse of things like growing and changing versus trying to narrate over honestly a pretty slow, relaxing game, as you can tell from the really nice music. So I guess because that's gonna take them a while to clear a lot of that out. Oh yeah. Yeah. I might actually have to build... I might build a house or two over here just to kind of encourage more children. It's always good though to have a couple houses elsewhere just to be like, hey, this is... Because depending on how far you go, you could... I know I keep saying I'm gonna end it, but where they live kind of affects how quickly they work, so it kind of matters to have a few houses nearby. But anyway, let me just pause this, and the next episode of this will be a time lapse, and we will see how quickly Mineral Valley grows.